Welcome to another tutorial with Bee. So today we're going to talk MailChimp and we're going to talk about deliverability of your emails, because some people have the problem that their open rate isn't great, and there might be a reason behind that. So the open rate of their newsletters, so when you send newsletters, you ideally want to have an open rate of above 22%, and if you can have anything, like if you can have 60, wow, congratulations, you are doing great. But anything around 30 or so, that's pretty good. Obviously, all depending on the size of your subscription list. So that's the thing, right? Sometimes you subscribe people to your newsletter and they may actually don't want to be subscribed to it, and so then they never read your newsletter, and then that gives Gmail or Yahoo a signal that your emails that you're sending, your newsletters, are spam. So how can we avoid that? We're gonna go into the audience of my MailChimp account here, and we're gonna go and have a look of how we can remove those people. I know you're like, oh, I don't want to remove people from my list, but it really will help you, because we always remove every 6 months old contacts that haven't opened any of our newsletters in the last 6 months, because if they haven't opened the last 6, they're not going to open the next 6, will they? Right? So it really helps you to clean the list, because that means then that gives a signal to Gmail, for example, like if another person that is really interested in reading your newsletter and it's with Gmail, for example, because Gmail is very funny about they filter all obviously in the 3 categories, but then they also sometimes send emails to junk, and a lot of people have a Gmail email address. So therefore you want to make sure that you clear out your subscribers every 6 months, because there might be that one person that really wants to do business with you, but they never receive your newsletter because of all the other people that are with Gmail, and they never open your newsletter. Gmail thinks, well, that these emails are spam, so they also signal it as spam to that person that is really interested in doing business with you. So let's see how we do that. So we go into audience, and then we're going to create a segment here. So let's go into here, and so then we're going to do email interaction. Email engagement is, there is another one. Email interaction, let me have a look. They always change it. Campaign interaction. Did was not sent, has not opened any campaigns within last 3 months. You could do, but they don't have 6 months, so it's before date. Has any I always got to think about this, like this is even for me, is did not open any, or actually you could put the last 10 campaigns in here, any of the last 10 campaigns. So let's say any of the last 10 campaigns, otherwise you can do it with a date. So, and then you put end email date edit. So because you don't want to obviously remove people who have just subscribed, right? So let's say they have email date edit is not within, you can't change it to month. Well, like we can put days in, like let's say put 180 days in. So or maybe let's say the last 90 days. So anyone who has subscribed in the last 90 days, or you can do 180. So, but whatever. I think generally, if someone hasn't opened the first 3 newsletters that you sent them, like, so let's say this is a person that you subscribed in the last 3 months, and they haven't opened any newsletter yet, I don't think they're going to open the other ones. So the other important thing is as well, email subscription status is not one of unsubscribed, non-subscribed, and cleaned. So these are all the people that basically that you have already removed at some point. They have unsubscribed themselves. So, but let me just run you through this in clear language. So you basically put a filter in saying that anyone, you want to have a filter of those people that has not opened any of the last 10 campaigns, and the email date added is not within the last 90 days. So they would have subscribed earlier, right? Because you don't want to unsubscribe people who've just subscribed. And then here you're just going to put in that they are basically subscribed. Because you don't need to remove anyone who's already unsubscribed. I suppose you don't really need to do that step. I just like to do it so I can actually see, because I then have a look who's not engaging with the list. So instead of just so then you can go into review segment and use segment, and once you do that, you go into, so let's go into, actually, for the sake of it, I'm not going to do it, but you can, once you've done it, let's go out of here, I've got some in here, you can now go into here and send email. You can send them an email, and that's what we do. We send an email to them saying, hi, we haven't heard, it's a very simple style email, so we don't actually do the, what do you call it? It looks like a normal email, and I cannot remember the name of it right now. But it's not a plain text email. There we go. It's a plain text email that you send. It looks like a normal email that you would send from your Outlook or so. And you basically just say something along those lines like, hi, Dawn. I've noticed that you haven't opened any of our latest newsletters. I just wanted to make sure before we unsubscribe you that you would like to stay subscribed. If you would like to stay subscribed, just respond with yes. So, and then I wait and I have to give them a date. Like, let's say today is the 8th of March, respond by the 15th of March. And if they say yes, and I've had people respond like, yes, I wanna stay subscribed. So it's just some people receive so many emails all the time that they like, oh, this is they see it and they're still being reminded. But yeah, you wanna obviously clear it out if there are lots of people. So yeah, we do this every 6 months, and it really helps to lift the open rate and to make sure that the right people are receiving your newsletter. If you have any questions, do let me know. Thank you.